Atiku Abubakar could just be president in 2027. And why do I say that? Because if you consider the number of candidates that will come from southern part of this country that will divide the votes that should be for a southern president, like as we have President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the possibility of an Atiku Abubakar presidency in 2027 is just there. Now, that means that the South must now think deeply whether or not it prefers that Atiku Abubakar is president in 2027 or allow Tinubu to go on. But that's notwithstanding and not considering the fact that we have the rising profile of Omoyele Sowore, we have Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, we have others like Seyi Makinde, Donald Duke, and the Adebayo fellow in SDP. Now, if these individuals put up a very strong campaign in their conviction that they can win, what will happen is that we know how the northern Nigerian votes go, even though it is possible that North Central may not necessarily want to vote Atiku Abubakar, and then the section voting along maybe religious and ethnic lines may also not consider Atiku Abubakar. But with all of these fragmentation of votes, especially from southern Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar could actually, as a northern Fulani Muslim, pull a block votes that could make him president. So after a 4-year presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and an 8-year Muhammadu Buhari presidency, is back to Atiku Abubakar, who must think very deeply about this. And in that case, know how to really apply the unwritten rule of rotational presidency between the north and the southern part of Nigeria. I think if we consider that dearly, we will now see that Atiku Abubakar is a master strategist to think of throwing all his weight in this particular battle of his life to become the president of Nigeria, and it could just happen. But it's therefore necessary for southern leaders, southern voters, to now realize that no, there must be a somewhat understanding. It's because as we speak, it's not going to be either Peter Obi or Bola Ahmed Tinubu or Omoyele Sowore. I mean, we have a number of them: Makinde, Donald Duke, and who knows what will happen to the SDP, Adebayo. These things will actually affect the southern presidency. And here's my take. My take is that let's have a northern presidency, 8 years, that Muhammadu Buhari has had, and let's have a southern presidency, not necessarily Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but a southern presidency for 8 years. But if it means that Atiku Abubakar will come back and take this portion of time that belongs to the southern presidency, probably one would wish that the man who can win should remain there. Thank you. My name is Tietie, and this conversation will be continuing.